pleasing pattern on the rock. So I think it's these two are the main blobs in sort of the top left and the bottom right. Just like a square section on here with the striations of the rock. It should be sort of running sort of from the bottom up to the top in a slightly diagonal pattern. I think it should be nice. So all I've done is I've just sort of like gone round and had a look and which sort of like jumped out at me as a pleasing sort of a piece of wallpaper, should I say, a pleasing pattern for a wallpaper. So I'll just focus on this, the 100 ISO, what was it, F11, 2-second timer at, I think it's a fifth, where have it gone? Oh, sorry, a quarter of a second. I think I'll take a picture of this green lichen. What I've done is manual focused. I've focused on the closest way I can and just try to fill the frame with much as possible. I can't get too close because it won't go too close with this lens. I should have brought a macro. Get a general idea where the camera is. I'll set up the tripod to match. That's if it'll reach or contort to this sort of this position. If you put your finger on the subject and move it closer to the lens, you can see whether shortest focus on the lens or not. It's always good to try and line the camera up when you do macro photography at the set, so the sensor and front of the lens, well, are in the same plane. So if you have one at an angle, plane of focus cuts through the actual subject itself. So you'll get going out of focus through the actual image itself. Well, you missed a lot of huffing and puffing there because any little fraction change in the position alters the look, and I'm trying to get as much in without any of the little clefts in the rock. So well, I managed to do it in the end. Now we'll see how that looks. Send us a comment. What do you think of it? Do you like the picture? Is it boring? Is it too green? Is the other one too 1970s? Sort of brown and green? It's like that awful 1970s wallpaper you used to get. For you millennials and younger people, you won't know what we had to go through. Brown was the new black.
In hindsight, I should have stopped down a bit to either f16 or 22, or maybe, if possible, getting closer, because the edges of the actual subject were out of focus.
A little waterfall there by the thing, so I'll see if I can try and get through this. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Oh, fucking go. Ow. Oh, yeah. Ah. Oh. I'm just going to photograph this massive waterfall. At the moment it's at a fifth of a second, and F11 100 ISO. Right, I've had to be careful of this line here. So I've moved the edge of the frame out round here, so that was a bit of a distraction when it's very close to the edge of the frame. try one so it freezes a bit more. It looks a bit too sort of steamy. That one's at 30th a second at f8 at 800 ISO. That looks a bit more ribbony. Well, I don't know whether this is advisable in the car, but I'm going to do it anyhow. It's just too cold and wild outside, so I'm going to attempt to brew up tea in the car. Oh, can't. Oh, damn, I'll do it. 1 second. I'll put this down. Well, I lost all the hairs on my arm there. That went off. I finally made my lunch. You see it down there? Let's go. Yeah. There's my lunch. I made a cup of tea. I haven't set fire to the car, but it has sort of steamed it up. So I don't know what people who are passing think is happening here. It's only a cup of tea. I'm just letting my noodles to infuse with its spicy chickeny flavour as the storm rages around. And I think I'll just put the radio on and listen to politicians twine about things. Well, watch me as I risk life and limb on this little former mining dam. Unfortunately, the water was a bit too deep to place the tripod in, so I had to use it as a monopod just to stabilise it on the side of the dam. And I set the ISO at 200. That was the compromise between keeping the image stable, the image stabilization on at this point, and trying to keep some movement or some blurriness or sense of drama in the actual water itself. So I hope you like this picture at the end of this little sequence, and you can see what I go through just to bring you these beautiful images. I risk my life and limb, and to anybody out there, don't try this at home. I'm a professional. I know how to fall in with grace. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. This really helps my channel, and it'll help me be able to afford a stuntman to do all these stunts in the future, so I don't have to risk my life and limb.